Alright, so I have this button light kit for a Game Boy Color that I got from Natalie the Nerd on Instagram. She is doing a lot of stuff with Game Boys right now, and she came out with this easy to install kit for button lights. And as you know, I do a lot of stuff with button lights on Game Boys, so I definitely wanted to check this out, and I figured I'd make a video on it in case anybody was interested on using this kit instead of trying to do it the way that I do it, because this seems like it'll be a lot easier and it'll be a lot more approachable than trying to solder all the individual LEDs yourself. You just put this in and solder 2 points on it. So I'm going to go ahead and try and do that here and show you kind of what I'm doing, and then you can see how it looks and see if that's what you want to do instead of trying to do all the individual LEDs. So yeah, let me do a couple of things here and I'll be right back. All right, so here is the kit itself. It is just this very thin, flexible PCB, and essentially you just lay it down onto the motherboard here and line it up. Well, I have that LED in place. I need to take that out. But as you can see, you kind of just line it up here, and then you'll solder it in on these 2 points where it says ground and 5 volts, just right where it's lining up with those 2 points there. So yeah, let me take out that LED and then try and get this put into place and soldered in, and we can see what that's like. Alright, so I figured I'd show the process of actually getting this installed into the Game Boy motherboard itself. So far all I've done is I took out the LED that was up here, the power LED. I just got some pliers and wiggled it and broke it off because it doesn't need to be there. And I clipped off all the pins that were here that extrude a little bit, just because I'm going to be putting an IPS screen in here and that can affect that. That's not necessary for this specific LED mod right here. I've just done that because I have a IPS screen. So what I think I probably need to do is put a piece of Kapton or electrical tape on the battery posts up here, or the battery LED posts up here. So let me do that real quick, just to prevent shorting. Yeah, if you look at the other side of the battery LED on this thing, you can see it does have some exposed contacts. So I guess you could just put the tape on this, on the PCB itself, but either way, it should be fine. But yeah, so like I was showing earlier, you just lay it down on there and line it up, and then you'll solder it in on these 2 points here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of extra solder to the 2 points. Take PCB, put it in place. Let's see, that should do it. I think it doesn't have to be like super precise or anything. Just got to get it on there good enough. See. Maybe I should have added the solder after I put it on there, because it's kind of sticking up a bit. So that might be my fault. Just kind of liquefy it and see if you can get it angled just right there. Okay, so that seems to be in place. Angle that. This is interfering a bit, which I could probably just chop off that part there, but of the trade port, link port. Let's see. Does it need to go? No, it doesn't need to go up anymore. That won't help it. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut off that piece of the charge port there, the part that's coming out a little bit. I think that'll be fine. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, there you go. I got that soldered in there. 5 volts on that side and then ground on that side. You can tell, maybe I can get it a little closer there. But we'll see if that works. I think it should. I mean, I have it soldered in, so yeah, let me put this in a shell and some batteries in and we'll see what we get there. Oh, and some buttons too. So. Aha, there we go. Wow, that looks really good, actually. It looks incredibly good. Let me show you. It's like very evenly lit, and I didn't have to cut any holes or anything. Wow, that actually looks really good. Yeah, let me, actually I should be able to just take that off. And look, you can see the LEDs shine in there, and it's able to shine through that clearly because this is clear, and then it's able to shine through the membranes here as well. Plenty. Let's do that. Let me show you with everything. There we go. That and something like that. So yeah, you can see how that would shine through there. Wow, that's actually looking really clean. Much more evenly lit than what you can get with the way I've been doing it. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. They're shining. Each button has its own LED. So let me try putting everything together and we'll see how this looks all put together. Okay, so yeah, the lighting on this kit, it looks really good. It's like it feels like it's very evenly lit throughout all of it, because you have a light underneath each place where you would press a button. So there's 4 on the D-pad and 1 on each of these, and it's just very evenly lit and very easy to install. Like so much easier to do than the way that I do it, and you don't have to cut anything. You don't have to wire anything up. You just put it in and solder 2 points. And then you also have to take out the battery LED, I guess, but that's super easy. So yeah, it's in terms of ease of installation, it is incredibly easy to install, and the results are very good. Just as good, if not better, than what I can do. Just wiring LEDs. Let me show you here. Let's see. So yeah, on this one I did the normal thing where I cut out the individual things, and it looks just as good to me from what I can tell. If you do it the way that I would normally do it, you do have more freedom of what you can do. You can do different colors for the buttons, and you can do lots of different stuff. But if you're just trying to add one color LED, then this is just so much simpler and easier. So yeah, I would definitely recommend getting this if that's all you wanted. If you just want to do like one Game Boy and you're not trying to buy all the tools to do everything and you just want to get like a cheap, like $8 soldering iron, then that would basically be all you need to do a mod like this. If you want to do the ones that are more complicated, like the ones that I've been doing, then you'll have to get like soldering iron, you have to get the wires, you have to buy the individual LEDs, you have to do all that. But with this, it's so much easier. So I'll leave a link in the description to pick one up if you want it. Like I was saying before, I'm not sponsored by her. By this at all. She's just we follow each other on Instagram, and I saw she was starting to sell these, so I definitely wanted to pick it up and see what it is like. So yeah, definitely, if you're really just wanting to do one color and you don't want to mess with it, you don't want to mess with buying the extra tools and stuff like that, then yes, this is very easy and very effective. It looks really good. So yeah, that's, I guess, all I have to say on that. So check out nataliethenerd.com if you want to pick one of those up. So yeah.